You will have to look there. Oh my goodness, I'm if you say, I'm gonna miss you, babe.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most lyrically packed, diction-testing, breathlessly-paced songs in musical theater.
I'm not mad that you got mad when I got mad when you said I should go drop dead.
Number 10, The Speed Test, Thoroughly Modern Millie.
How's my speed, Miss Stillmount?
A little slow, perhaps.
Enclosed you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you've a doubt.
This 1920s jazz age musical is a wild ride from start to finish. This number is no exception. When the unflappable flapper Millie Delmount shows up in an executive's office to flaunt her stenographic prowess, it becomes a showcase for its performer's technique.
I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your Forex better.
Floor wax never seemed so urgent. As the contents of the boss's letter are repeated over and over, they gain speed each time, until even the actor is barely able to keep up. Interpolated with the Gilbert and Sullivan tune,
But I've got to go tonight, so it really doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter.
the speed test finishes with a flourish of frenetic pacing and lyrics colliding into each other.
Unless you can convince me you've improved the Forex matter, we will take our business elsewhere. So I hope you solve this matter.
Number 9, Tchaikovsky and Other Russians, Lady in the Dark.
There's Chovsky, Rubinstein, Arensky, and Tchaikovsky, Sapelnikov, Dmitriev, Cherepin, Kryzhanovsky, Godovsky, Atyabuchev, Maniusko, Akimenko, Soloviev, Prokofiev, Tiomkin, Koroschenko.
Ira Gershwin and Kurt Weill produced several wickedly funny classics, but this is probably one of the most bizarre. It's not really a song at all, but more of a musicalized list of the names of significant Russian composers.
Bortniansky, Rebekov, Filinsky, Metr Valakirov, Zolotorov, and Koshinsky, and Sokolov, and Kopolov, Dukelsky, and Klanovsky, and Shostakovich, Boda, Dinglier, and Novakovsky.
Performer Danny Kaye made his early career with the number. His mastery of the song became a running theme of his performances in the show, with Kaye trying to top his personal best time like a marathon runner.
Saravinsky, Rimsky, Korsakov, Prosorsky, and Grachany, Glazunov, and Caesar, Kuikalini, Karnov.
A performer doesn't just have the speed to contend with. The pronunciation of the Russian names can be a challenge on its own for non-native speakers.
We really ought to stop because we all have underdone enough.
Number 8, Model Behavior, Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown.
I've got a problem in the shower and I've only got a minute, cause the problem in the shower is this guy that I've been dating named Mali.
Adapted from the 1988 classic by Pedro Almodovar, this musical tells the story of a group of women with wildly complicated love lives. The high-strung fashion model Candela blasts into the show with a song about her relationship woes, and it's a doozy.
I met him down the Cafe Sombra and I know you think I'm overly romantic, but you wouldn't believe the connection we had. Like immediately I was ready for him to meet my mom. Like I could feel my heart exploding like some kind of bomb.
She's taken up all the space on her friend Pepa's answering machine with her endless tirades about her new suspicious boyfriend and non sequiturs about spiders, raisins, and melons.
It's a good thing I didn't eat it, but I never would have eat it, cause I never did like raisins, so why would there be a raisin on the floor?
Although the show ended prematurely, Laura Benanti's expert handling of this funny and vocally demanding number won her a Tony nomination.
I know you think I'm just a drama queen, but actually I'm practical, and damn it, I'm a model, so of course I feel things deeper than most people typically do. And anyway, I think my life might be in danger too.
Number 7, We Both Reached for the Gun, Chicago.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, we both reach for the gun, for the gun.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
There is a lot going on here. The speed at which this song comes at you is like the third most memorable thing about it.
Oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both.
Let me hear it.
Reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the
Little
gun.
louder.
There's the ventriloquist staging, in which the lawyer, Billy Flynn, manipulates the journalists like, forgive the expression, puppets on a string. The interplay between alleged murderer Roxy Hart and Flynn's virtuous version of her that he wants the press to believe makes for a hilarious watch.
Are you sorry? Are you kidding?
What's your statement?
All I'd say is, though my choo-choo jumped the track, I'd give my life to bring him back.
The vaudeville-inspired number is a feat of vocal acrobatics, with virtually no chances to get a breath in. Lyrics fly out of the characters' mouths with abandon, and between that and the precise choreography, it leaves very little room for mistakes.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun.
Number 6. If You Hadn't, But You Did. 2 on the aisle.
You had been on the square and had treated me fair, we'd have not had a tiff. If you had not that I should go and jump right off the nearest cliff. If you had stayed up the making, you just hadn't taken a coming on stiff. If I had not thought of you with a nasty, unfamiliar whip.
This musical review by Betty Comden and Adolph Green is largely forgotten, except by die-hard fans and historians, and hasn't been performed since its original 1951 Broadway production.
If you had not had the cheek to stay out for a week saying back in a jiff, if you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't.
What does survive is this darkly amusing song told from the point of view of a jilted lover. If You Hadn't, But You Did is basically a list of reasons why she was justified in killing her lover, addressed to the dead guy himself. His cheating and disregard for her feelings fuels her burning rant. In the years since the show was produced, the track has been revived and performed by Liza Minnelli and Wicked star Kristen Chenoweth.
You had it, though you could have, but you didn't, though you should have. You didn't if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't. If you were and you haven't, you went and you didn't. Goodbye. See you later, Joe.
Number 5. Therapy. Tick, tick, boom.
You don't have a problem with my problem, maybe the problem's simply codependency.
Jonathan Larson's explosive musical memoir is about an artist who always feels like he's running out of time. Therapy is a manic number played against the destruction of his relationship due to his obsession to complete the score for his musical.
I was wrong too.
Say you were wrong too.
Say I was wrong about
You being wrong.
when you rang to say that
The ring was the wrong thing to bring.
if I meant what I said when I said rings bored me.
Given the desperate theme, it only increases in speed and intensity as it goes along. Complicating it further, but also serving to add an extra layer of emotion, is the way the two actors sing different parts of the song at the same time, and at different speeds. As the couple dig into the problems plaguing their relationship, the entire thing spins out of control. In the film adaptation, this duet is performed with Caressa on stage instead, which is a cool change-up.
Now it's 4 a.m. and we have therapy tomorrow. It's too late to screw, so let's just get some rest.
Number 4. You Got Trouble. The Music Man.
Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad lead to yourself from a 3-railed billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score at a balk-line game. I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket.
Given how many ideas conman Harold Hill presents in this number, it's not all that surprising that this was originally a monologue. In fact, Meredith Willson considered cutting it before turning it into the patter song we all know and love now.
And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering away their noontime, suppertime, short time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled to the screen door patched to the beefsteak pounded.
You Got Trouble grabs hold of the musical's ensemble like a sermon, and it makes sense. If anything, Hill's ability to tear through the lyrics of the song without tripping over his own tongue is a miracle in itself.
And one fine night, they leave the pool hall, heading for the dance at the armory. Libertine men and scarlet women and ragtime. Shameless music that'll grab your son, your daughter, with the arms of a jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria.
His fear-mongering rant about the evils of pool is a stunning feat of writing and performance when done well, and it's easily one of the show's most enduring tunes. Number 3. The Museum Song, Barnum.
Ride a lotta, Roman terracotta, living lava from the flanks of Etna, statuary, ride a dromedary, see the temple tumble and the Red Sea part.
It's incredibly fitting that this number is half show tune, half commercial. After all, notorious showman P.T. Barnum always employed a healthy mix to promote himself and his cavalcade of circus animals and sideshow performers.
McNamara's band, the fattest lady in the land, a pickled prehistoric hand, a strand of Pocahontas hair. Crow and Sue are going to be showing you some rowing through a model of the rapids on the Delaware.
The museum song from Barnum is a prime example of musical spectacle. Barnum lists his attractions with the pressured speed of an over-caffeinated carnival barker.
Mandilas, conic caterpillars, brave it to the sight clouds, threaten a crystal blow, and automatic sewing, Venus on the shell, all the works of art.
Every detail sounds more amazing and ridiculous than the last. And just in case you don't catch every word, don't worry.
Educated fleas, a tribe of aborigines who later join across on knees, a Mona Lisa made of ice. Hottentots forgotten in forgotten spots of cotton gin and Nipolot and Sodom had to see that twice.
By the time he gets through telling you about his Mona Lisa made of ice, he's already pretty much going through the entire list again.
Run around the block and see you, run around the block and see you, run around the block and see a new showstopper.
Number 2. I am the very model of a modern Major General, the Pirates of Penzance.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. Life, information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical.
Gilbert and Sullivan's comic operas are a different breed from what we now know as modern musicals. Since their original stagings, the shows have been revived on Broadway, the West End, and beyond. Their scores are legendary for the amount of words and wit they could pack into a song.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculous. In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern Major General.
This Pirates of Penzance number is among their most famous and their most difficult. With its tongue-twisting cultural references and increasingly surprising rhymes, it's a treat for the ear that's able to catch every turn of phrase.
Ooh, got it. And whistle all the airs from that inferno nonsense pinafore!
For the rest of us, it's just a marvel of speed.
Can you do it one more time? Certainly. And can you do it really fast?
What's this? In fact, when I know what is a member, mammal on a reveling. When I can tell a sight of mouse arrived from a reveling. When such affairs sorted and surprised, I'm aware yet. And when I know precisely what it meant, the commissariat.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Guns and Ships, Hamilton. Watch him engaging him, escaping him, and raging him with 6.3 words per second.
And I'm never gonna stop until I make him jump in front of him, but that remains out. Watch me engaging him, escaping him, and raging him out. With the crowds for more funds. I come back with more guns. I'm ships.
Sing, a chorus line. A dancer explains her unfortunate Achilles heel.
I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do was
sing.
I have trouble with It goes all around my... It's a terrifying...
Sing.
Both sides of the coin. The mystery of Edwin Drood. Two characters break the fourth wall at breakneck speed.
Hey penny, one penny, two penny, three penny, 12 to a shilling, twice out to a florin, and would you not fancy the currency foreign to find the same face on both sides of the coin? Bobbles your uncle from pennies to guineas, the two tiny mints, the rule not exception, and would you not feel quite the full of deception to find the same face on both sides of the coin?
The Money Song, Cabaret. This patter song was written for the movie adaptation and later added into the score.
Money, 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 money. If you happen to be rich and you feel like a nice entertainment, you can pay for a gay escapade.
Putting it together, Sunday in the Park with George. An artist ruminates on art versus commerce.
Bit by bit, putting it together.
Family is all you have.
Piece by piece. Only way to make a work of art. Every moment makes a contribution. Every little detail plays a part. Having division's no solution. Everything depends on execution. Putting it together, that's what counts.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Getting Married Today, Company.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate your going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm gonna marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is.
Stephen Sondheim's series of vignettes about married couples presents all kinds of thoughts, opinions, and stances on marriage. His work often requires a singer who can keep up. A prime example being the song Another 100 People.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up through the ground, while another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday.
In Getting Married Today, a bride-to-be's wedding day breakdown gives new meaning to the phrase cold feet.
Listen everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear, or do you want to see a crazy person fall apart in front of you? It isn't only Paul who may be ruining his life, you know we'll both of us be losing our identities. I telephoned my shrink and he said maybe I should come and see him Monday, but by Monday I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well, so I'm not getting married.
Her list of reasons not to get married is as long as the time between her words is short. If you're going to perform this one, you need to have crisp diction and a whole lot of breath control.
Look, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I may be coming down with hepatitis and I think I'm going to faint. So if you want to leave me faint, I'll do it happily, but wouldn't it be funnier to go and watch a funeral? So thank you for the 27 dinner plates, 37 butter knives, 47 paperweights, 57 pen holders. One more, please. I am not getting married.
Which of these songs do you think is the hardest to sing? Tell us in the comments.
Thanks a bunch, but I'm not getting married.
Don't have lunch.
But I'm not getting married.
You've been grand. I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there. I'm not getting married.
This is so difficult.
I'm not getting
Married
married
today. How do you do that? Just come see the show and I'll show you how it's done.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.